Hello, everyone, and welcome on into Rome's Reality Podcast. We are here recapping Survivor episode 10. That is right, of season 49. It's your boy Rome here with Jake, and I'm also here
Hello.
with my boy Kevin, man. How are we feeling, guys? It's been a couple days due to Thanksgiving and things like that. How are you guys doing?
Yeah,
Good,
man.
man.
Thanksgiving was good.
Yeah, with the holiday,
Hey,
we're a little bit later, but here we are.
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
ready to
sir.
get into it.
Now, did you guys actually watch the episode the night that it aired by chance?
Oh yeah, it was a big deal in my house because back in the day, my whole family got together on Wednesday nights and watched it. And since we
Oh.
were all back in town, my mom was like, "Ooh, let's watch Survivor live tonight." So it was a nice little family moment we had.
Okay. No, that's pretty
My
cool.
house.
For me, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving is reserved for the alcohol. So, no. But I
Nice.
watched it Thursday morning while recovering and before watching some football. So, I
Okay.
checked it out then. And this was a doozy, especially because what I thought was going to happen didn't quite happen. But I loved what we did get in this episode.
Yeah, I thought this was so far like the best episode of the season in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
far,
Easily.
I feel like most people would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah, I think a lot happened, which was kind of hard to follow, or make sense of in the moment. But it was all leading up to this, I guess. So that's kind of exciting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we might as well jump right into it, right? Oh, I didn't even say what I did, right? I had you guys recap your Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
who are you, Rom?
yeah, I didn't watch it live either. I actually literally just finished the episode 20 minutes ago. And it's now Sunday. So yeah, I didn't actually watch the episode just because Wednesday I was traveling out to Boston, just to go, be with family and do Thanksgiving
Mm-hmm.
and stuff out there. And I was out there till Friday, Saturday I was just busy. And so Sunday in the morning I watched football. So yeah, once my fantasy team locked in the W, going to be 11-2 heading into the playoffs. I felt good, and I was like,
Okay.
okay, I can watch the episode real quick, and then let's get this recap in. So, we are live for the first time. This is our first live ever. We've done recaps before. I'm sure you guys have potentially heard them if you're listening to our live. Um, then yeah, and it's gonna be our first time, so bear with us if we have any hiccups or we say anything that we're going to end up editing out in the future. All right. So let's go ahead and break down this episode. All right. So we get back from tribal council and, we see Rizzo on his high horse, of course. Christina is getting consoled by Steven after the vote, pretty much, saying like, we're on the bottom, man. We went from the top to now we're not, which is, I don't know. I thought this was interesting because like, this is only her second tribal, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a
It happened because they were not in control, and unfortunately, they were like never in control. Trusting Jawan and Sage, they haven't been in control at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Truthfully,
yeah, that's fair. I mean, even with the idol, like their idol was literally used defensively, not even offensively, which we'll get to. But
right,
you want to use your advantages offensively. Like using them
right.
defensively is like doesn't really. I don't know. It doesn't really do much for you in the long run. Like when you're able to use things offensively, it gives you a lot more things to talk about and brag about at the end, or potentially to a jury and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
hmm
so we were playing like on the back foot. Like they thought Alex was going to be fine, right? They thought that they were dictating what was happening, but the Alex vote, they thought that Sage and Joanne were with them. They thought that they were getting rid of Alex. They thought that Alex was fine and that they were deciding what was happening. But Sage and Joanne were doing like Rizzo was able to get Sage and Joanne to do what he wanted them to do.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. I mean, do you think that well, I mean, next up we see Rizzo, Savannah, Soph, and Sophie immediately talking about who's next, right? And they all say that Steven kind of makes the most sense, right? Sophie's saying like he wrote my name down. already. So, he's someone that I definitely want to go ahead and go for, which makes a ton of sense. Once somebody writes your name down, you're like, all right, it's time to get you out, So, it's understandable that Steven's the one that they would go for, since he's the one that, is more likely to win immunity challenges and things like that. So do you guys think that, coming back from this tribal, I feel like everything was pretty much straightforward how it was supposed to go, right? The group that voted together is talking about what to do next, and the group that got blindsided is down bad, right? I feel like this was pretty straightforward.
I mean, yeah. That is the one thing about this season that I don't know if I'd say nice, but interesting is every tribal has felt a little obvious.
I mean, yeah.
Even going back to Annie in, what was that, episode 2?
Yeah, there's been a lot of
I was ready.
pretty obvious votes. I'll say that. Yeah.
And why is that? Is that just like an editing choice or?
It's edit. It's just edit.
Yeah.
They're pitting the story. I did like the fact that Blue Sophie kept telling Steven that they were even Steven, because she just wanted to make sure that
was good.
That was
like that
several times. We're even.
I appreciate you pointing that out because I forgot to mention that earlier. That was good.
But it's funny because like the numbers game has been what it's been since they've gotten to the merge, right? It's been Blue Sophie, Rizzo, Savannah, and truthfully, Jawan and Sage at the bottom of that group, but them thinking that they're working with them, even though Steven thought he was in a group with Sage and Jawan, and he was making something happen. But this vote really showed them really where the cards lied. And even though they said that there's like water under the bridge, as you said, Rome, they immediately got to deciding who's next because they're the ones in charge.
Yeah. No, I mean, that is true. That is true. And then, next up we get Sage telling Jawan about Christina's idol. This was a choice. Then Jawan talks to Steven to sniff it out a little bit. Like, is Steven going to tell me about Christina's idol that he told Sage about? And Steven lies about it, I'll talk to Christina tomorrow at the challenge and I'll catch up with her then, and
incredible impression.
I mean, the boy was lying through his teeth. Like, it was pretty obvious. Like, like Steven is not the best liar in this situation.
Well, it's not even that Steven's not the best liar. Steven told Sage this in confidence and didn't think that she would tell Jawan. And he doesn't know that Jawan has found out from Sage, right? So he's keeping up the same story that he's been telling Jawan the whole time. And Jawan is, as far as he knows, Jawan is none the wiser because it's worked at this point so far. I thought the questions by Jawan were terrible, personally, because they were pretty pointed.
Yeah. It was pretty much like, I know what's happening. Are you going to tell me? That's essentially what he was saying.
Do you have anything to tell me?
About, I'm just afraid that Christina may have an idol she found the other day that she knows something about. Do you know anything about that, Steven?
And I thought it was so funny that Savannah did it to him later, and he didn't clock it. Like, Savannah did the exact same thing to him later, but said, yeah, I guess this is a sign of trust, man. Don't let this be the one you turn on me, right? You're not going to do it, right?
It'd be a shame if you're lying to me, you know what I'm saying? Because this is really where we get to find out if we're working together. You know what I'm saying, Jawan?
And it's just like, how do you not realize that somebody is doing the same thing that you just did to someone else less than a day ago, right? Like, oh man. So yeah. So I thought this was just a hilarious situation.
When he does it here, though, he says I can't trust Steven. But in this right here, though, guys, is where I thought this is how Blue Sophie finds out and still uses the knowledge as power.
Yeah, I'm wondering at this point when or if that needs to even come into play, because it gets to a certain point where
it has to. It has to.
See,
they wouldn't
here's
have
the
shown
thing.
us if
There's
it's not going to.
This is the thing. I mean, it's a threat. I think the threat of it makes it worth showing regardless of what happens, right? Like I think that the
Oh.
threat of some of her stealing it at any tribal council, but also this is the thing, she's literally working closest with Rizzo, who has the only advantage left in the game. So like what?
Mm-hmm.
Like why would she
Okay,
need to steal
well,
it? Like it's
me say,
redundant. Like
I
you're just
have
gonna
a
make an
theory.
enemy out of Rizzo if you steal his.
I
Like
have a theory at the end of the show, but it's the canary in the coal mine. There's no way it's Chekhov's knowledge is power. But I have we don't keep hearing about it for no reason. But I thought that she was going to take Christina's idol, and at this point in the episode, I'm like, this is how she finds out, because Sage tells Jawan, Steven doesn't say anything, so Jawan tells Blue Sophie. At this point in the episode, this is where I'm at.
I just feel
So,
like
yeah.
it's so redundant to not get this extra advantage if you're Blue Soph. Like, or not redundant, but like what? Like you know for a fact that there's no other idols coming into the game. You know Rizzo has one. You now know Christina has one. There's no
Why
other
do you know-
idols.
why would she know that? How do you know
Because
that?
of how the new era is built. It's the exact. It's copy and pasted. So there's only going to be a max of 2 idols post
It's
merge.
unlikely. It's unlikely.
Yeah,
It's
unless they
unlikely.
want 3 idols with 8 people, which would be ridiculous. So like,
It's
so you know where the 2 idols
That would
are.
be way overpowered. yeah.
Exactly. So you know where 2 idols are, right? And you get what I'm saying? Like you know where 2 idols are, and you know where the other extra vote is. You know that 2 of those advantages are with you. There's only 1 against you. Why wouldn't you go steal it? If it's the only advantage that is going to be probably in the game the rest of the way.
Which is
This
why
is what
I was like, this is how she finds out. That's why I was just convinced. I was just convinced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My theory with her knowledge is power is that she is going to ride with Rizzo and Savannah for, till 5 or 4 or whatever. She's going to pull out that knowledge is power to set herself apart from those 2 to win her way into the final 3.
I have a theory on it, but I'll tell you at the end of the episode what I think. At the end of the show, what I think what's going to happen with it.
I think she's never going to
Okay.
use it. That's what I'm guessing. I think she's never going to use it. I don't think she needs to.
That's
And I think she's going to keep it in her pocket and say at the end, like, guess what? I had this in my pocket the whole time and didn't need to use it. Like that, and knew
a
where things
Marianne
were.
move.
Like if that's a heck of a thing to have knowledge is power, know where everything is and not steal it still because you don't need to. Like, wow. Like that's something you could say at the end, right? Like, so I don't know. I feel like at
That's
this
true.
point, you're at 7, you got the majority, you got 5 people in the majority. Like, this is like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this is very straightforward till the end for this group. Like, I don't really see any way that they can't get just steamroll their way to the end at this point. Since the 2 best people for immunities in Savannah and Sophie are winning all of them at this point.
Are still there.
They're still there,
Yeah,
and they're
right.
in an alliance together. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't beat them. So if you can't beat them, join them. And Jawan tried to go against them, and that's exactly what ended up happening in this
Where we at?
episode.
Yeah,
So-
that's where we're at.
Mhm.
So Jawan, we talked about him talking with Steven and getting and sussing him out for lying to him. Christina then confides in Steven, says as part of her wants to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So, yeah.
okay, so I feel a type of way about quitters. Like I have no problem saying it. Like I think quitters are the lowest people in Survivor. Like I don't care. I'll say it a million times. I'll say it to anyone that quit the game's face. Like you literally wasted a million people's spots that would have died to get on the show, right? And have a chance to change their families' lives forever. So yes, I feel that type of way. People always say, "Well, you get on the show." Well, guess what? I was on the show, and I feel that type of way. So. And even more so now after seeing all the work production goes through to get every single contestant onto the show, all that work that you did just to quit, like, yeah, I'll be damned. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't. I can't.
Okay.
So,
Okay, but like,
when
what
someone-
if you have
so-
to vape though? Like, you have to remember, sometimes you gotta vape.
no.
No, but like, hey,
So
But
when
like, she
someone
doesn't quit,
so when
though.
someone says part of her wants to go home, right? Anytime someone says that, just send them home. Just send them home.
nah. Okay.
Just
you
send them
know
home.
how
Listen,
they
you
do
are
this.
playing for $1 million. If someone says part of you wants to go home, look, if you just want to leave and you have a 1 in 8 chance at $1 million and part of you wants to just leave, like, go home. That's how I feel.
Bruh,
That's
I
that's
disagree.
how I would feel if someone told me they wanted to go home. I'm saying that's how I would feel. I'm not saying this is how I feel right now toward Christina. I'm saying if I'm in Steven's position and someone tells me part of me just wants to go home, bro, that's not an ally that I want in the game. Like, I'm sorry, you're not going to be very helpful to me at that
Okay.
point. That's how I'd see it.
Listen,
I'd be like,
let's
just
look
give
at
me
this
your
from-
idol. We'll let you go home, get a meal tonight. You know what I'm saying? And
let's look at this from a
I'll try to
human-
carry the
from a
torch
human
from here.
perspective. Let's look at this from a human perspective. This is her number one ally. They just had a rough tribal council where they thought they were in charge, and they're not. They just trusted three people that are not with them. She's having a bad day, like legit. How many days were you up there?
14.
You were up there for 14 days. In those 14 days, did anyone say that
No.
did anyone have a bad day?
Yeah,
And
you have
was
bad
like-
days, but you don't want to quit for $1 million on the line. Lots of people have
But
bad
there was
days.
no one that was like, man, I wish I wasn't here.
No, like you're playing for $1 million. Like, are you kidding me,
There's literally, bro. There's no one that was like,
bro? How many times do I gotta
Man.
tell you? No, people do not want to quit Survivor 47 specifically,
Look, obviously she wasn't like serious about quitting. Let's be
bro.
real.
She said part of her wants to go home. No one on my season came anywhere close to admitting that. Like, unless it happened and I just wasn't there, but at least up until I was
Yeah,
there,
there's-
never happened.
There's
Nobody
definitely
ever
has to
was
be.
that humdrum when we went 6
I
days in
mean-
a row without fire. Nobody sat here in the darkness, one of the 12 hours of darkness at night, and said, "Oh, I feel like going home." Like, none of us said that ever. Like,
So,
that's
because like because let's just transition from here into the next part. She's literally on the mat and she breaks down. It's like, I want my mom.
Yeah.
She's having a rough time. Right in this moment, she's having a rough time.
yes.
Her
That's
mom passed.
that is. Okay, so that's separate. In like that's not that. So
I
that
don't think
It
so.
doesn't
Hold on,
feel
hold
that
on, hold on.
separate.
Hold on. It didn't feel separate to you, because this
No.
felt because when she
No,
got back
she's
from
clearly
when she
going
got
through something.
Hold on. She was saying that part of her wanted to go home because of the way the tribal council went, right?
No. She said
No.
to Steven. She said that to Steven that the person that gives her comfort is her mom, and her mom makes her feel better. But she can't even go to her mom right now because she's not even here.
Oh yeah, she
But
did
she's
tell
not here
Steven
like
that. Yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
So
At
then
all,
yeah,
like, on
then
this
it does
plane.
make sense that it's combined. So it probably So
Yeah.
it probably just had to do with the carryover from her feelings about missing her mom, but it
Yeah.
let it affect how she felt about the tribal council and how she felt
Everything.
in the moment.
Yeah, everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
everything.
not sitting here saying like, oh, she thought about quitting, like she's the worst person in the world. But like I'm just saying, like, bro, if someone told me out there that they're cool with leaving, like, I'm cool with you leaving too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think
Well,
she was
yeah.
actually, very obviously she wasn't like if she was talking like Shamar in Fans vs. Favorites 2, yeah, dog. Go like he kept talking about wanting to go home. Go
Right.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, pounce on that.
If you say it more than once, go home. If you're having a bad day because of like everything is it's a crushing weight of everything happening, and and like you just have this like breakdown, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a minute. Go ahead, sit over there, and I'm gonna listen to you, and then I'm gonna give you some nice words, and like let's hope that we can pick things up
Yeah.
and get back to work.
But
Because
heading to the reward show, I was just gonna say, like, I thought that this was a beautiful moment in Survivor. Like, it
Yeah.
really showed like
yeah,
the lead up from how things can spiral for a player when you think they're going good to all of a sudden they're not going good, and then something outside of the game can affect you so much in the game to where it then affects your gameplay to the point where you're sitting here at a challenge having a moment. You know what I'm saying? And and you have to realize Jeff did an incredible job. He did an incredible job of, saying like tell me about your mom. Like, what would your mom say to you right now? All right, then. Well, if that's what she'd say to you, let's get it on, right? Like he did a great
Yeah.
job of encouraging her,
Yeah.
letting her know you're stronger in this moment than you've ever been before, things like that. So it was a cool way of really showing how the game can break somebody down, and the inclusion of things that are outside of the game can directly affect it. So while I did think that her saying, I like, part of me wants to go home isn't the best thing in the world, I also understand how this affected her, right? Like how everything
Yeah.
affected her with the game, the weight of it, and like you said, and all that stuff. So I can understand
I will
that.
say, I think Jeff handled her grieving very well. I don't need the promotion for Survivor while I'm already watching Survivor. You know what I mean? It's like, isn't this what Survivor's all about? What did he say? The survivor is the lure, but the prize is the experience or whatever.
Yeah, no, the prize
I
is the
don't need
money.
that.
I don't know about that,
The
Jeff.
prize is the money.
The prize is the
Don't-
money. Let's be honest.
Don't tell me that getting to grieve my recently deceased mother on an island is a prize.
Yeah, I didn't take it like
Yeah,
that, but
that's
that's an interesting way of.
It was a weird transition. He likes to do this. He likes to tell us how good the experience of Survivor is now. Well, we're already watching Survivor. He is. I don't need it. Survivor's supposed to be hard.
What do you mean you don't need it, Jake? That's where this man is an older guy. Do you know Gino Ariama?
That's Uncle Jeff now,
Not
man. That's
personally.
Uncle Jeff.
Oh yeah, of course.
Gino Ariama is the coach of UConn, UConn women's team. He used to be
Okay.
like real tough, like 25 years ago. Now he's like Grandpa Gino. That's what happens as you've been doing this for a long time. You just
Yeah.
get like softer. Like that's
Yeah,
what Jeff's at right now.
How long until we get Grandpa Jeff? Before
Another
season
20
60?
years.
No,
Another
it's
20
gotta be
years, yeah.
before season 60.
Right now he's Uncle Jeff.
Is he a grandpa yet?
I
It's,
don't think so.
Okay.
it's got a lot of gray hair.
One thing though, during this challenge, they kept encouraging Christina. Her team did, kept encouraging her, telling her, dig deeper with your mom, using her mom as like the encouragement. So I thought that was also really cool.
You thought that was cool because in the moment
that was nice.
I thought that was wild. I thought that was wild to bring it up in that moment. Like I guess it's
Oh, I didn't.
I guess it's because it worked. It was cool. But if she would have fell, bro, that would have been a weird situation, right? Like that would
No,
have been.
because like she had just brought it up on the mat. She didn't bring it up on the mat. Like if we're talking about this later in
Yeah.
the community challenge, that's wild.
3 days later, think about your mom.
That's why.
I just thought it was really.
It giving you strength.
Yeah.
We're using it as motivation today, right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. In the moment, it caught me off guard. It caught me off guard, and I heard it. I was just like, "Wait, what?" Like we're just
Yeah.
Mhm.
like I was
I
like,
thought we'd moved on from
I'll
that.
be relevant right now.
oh man, yeah. What? But seriously, realistically, powerful moment. Sorry, no, I'm laughing, but powerful moment. And it was cool seeing, like you said, seeing everyone support her through a challenge where she was struggling. But she wasn't the only one struggling. Again, Rizzo struggling on a challenge. Like, am I onto something here?
Yeah, I think you are.
What are you saying?
He's not. I
Rizzo's
don't.
not
I
good
don't.
at challenges.
He's not good at challenges, like at all.
Was there ever a claim he was?
He looks like he might be athletic.
Yeah, he look, like even people on the
That's
season
not the
say
same as being good at challenges.
But he's not.
Look. Listen, when
RIZGOD.
when these starting tribes are set, and you look around at your tribe, you immediately think who is good at challenges, who is going to be helpful in challenges. And if I looked at Rizzo, I would think, yeah, this guy's going to be helpful in challenges. And like, at least in the individual
Sure.
portions, he hasn't been performing the best, or even in the group like he fell off the balance beam multiple times. Also, like, what are we doing? Like, the rules definitely changed for 49 and 47. I don't know if it was because of a moment thing, but we went across almost that exact same thing, and literally if anyone touched the water, they had to go back. So when Christina sat down on it and her feet were just chilling in the water, I was like, she got to go back. Like, your feet can't touch, like, none of you can touch the water. And then when she was halfway in the water, like, you fell off. Like, you have to go back. Like, if I remember Jeff yelled at Teeny, like, made Teeny go back, made him go back like 3 times because he touched the water, right? So I don't know if the rules changed for this season, or I don't know if they changed in the moment. I don't know what happened, but like all of a sudden you can just touch the water. So as long as you're hanging on to part of the thing, you can just do it. I might as well just get in the water and just grab onto the thing and just.
If you're not all the way in the water, then you're not in the water. Yesterday's rules are not today's rules, bro. That was Survivor 47 rules. We're playing with Survivor 49 rules. Come on.
But you get what I'm
And
saying.
we
You
were
might
just-
as well just
we
get
were-
in the water and just crawl there along the bowl.
Because Jeff
What?
says there's a point here where Christina is literally like hanging off, and she's not all the way in the water. And Jeff says, "You're not all the way in."
So you got to be all the way in. That's what I'm saying.
That.
So as long as you
gotta be all the way in.
so that's what I'm saying. You could reverse army crawl on the bottom of this thing the entire way across with your body halfway underwater, and just because your arms and legs are still around the pole, you good. You ain't all the way in. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
That's harder.
All right.
That's evolution.
That's
of the
harder.
challenges.
That's harder. You're just
Yeah, it's
swimming.
evolution of the challenge.
Yeah, because you're actually drowning if you do that.
Yeah.
I just
That's
thought this was a breach, not a breach of the rules, but like a very like loose enforcement of them, if anything. I'll say that.
Maybe due to the rules in y'all's season, they were like, maybe that was too hard, and so they changed it.
Get across
And
the
plus,
beam.
Jeff,
I don't
like-
think it's really that like that's
Or
a
maybe they felt like that. Maybe they felt like whatever happened in y'all season, they were like, that part's irrelevant.
And Jeff is like always happy to have a sentimental moment. Remember when Suri couldn't get across a beam or whatever in Game Changers, and they sat there like for 45 minutes?
But did they
You're like,
let?
"Good
But did they
job."
let? Did they let Cerise sit down on the beam, dangle her feet in the water?
Yeah, she was just lollygagging across the beam. Like, oh, I'll get done with it when I'm done with it. Thanks, guys.
I just thought this was interesting that that was
Yeah,
the
it was
rules
a
of the
weird
challenge.
choice for sure.
But anyway, it doesn't even matter. We
Well,
aren't even
Christina
there
finally
yet.
gets across. Christina finally gets across.
Yes,
In the thing.
yes. Christina finally gets across, and yeah,
S to the power 4 wins the challenge anyway.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stevens,
I was like, ooh.
Steven, Sove, Sage, and Sophie win the hot dog reward. And at this picnic, they get fat hot dogs, fat burgers, like all the condiments. Not a hot dog with no condiments. They get hot dogs, plural, with condiments, burgers, fully loaded. Oh, did you see how fat those burger patties were?
Yep.
Yeah,
Those,
that was
those things were
nice. I was
huge. And then,
definitely jealous.
and then Jeff has the audacity the next morning. Hey, half of you guys just ate your biggest meal you've had. Let's do a rice negotiation. Who's gonna want rice? Who is gonna want rice, Jeff? They just ate a whole meal.
y'all ate the biggest meal you've had, and y'all are almost done in like 4 days. So talk about some rice.
Give up your potential power for this challenge for rice when
Oh.
you just
Wait,
ate.
before
Who
we
would do
talk
that?
About that? Before we talk about that, because I want to talk about that rice negotiation real quick. But they're eating the food. Once again, Jawan lost again, which is hilarious to me. But Jawan is like, man, everybody's down, so I wanted to go help everybody out. So I went and got. I like to whenever my friends are down, I like to bust out the snacks.
Yeah.
So I go and I get the Hawaiian sling, and I hit the water.
Nah,
Like,
I
with
gotta ask
fish.
Jawan when he says that, what does he mean? Because
What
like
snacks you
what-
busting out?
Facts. That's what I was thinking. Like
Fruit by the
like-
foot.
It felt like such a middle school thing to say. Like, all my best friends are coming over for the sleepover. I'm gonna bust out some snacks in case anyone
Eat
gets
some
sad.
goldfish. We get
Yeah.
the goldfish out. We get the gushers.
Well, that's exactly what he was doing. He was going out to get the goldfish for his
Oh
team,
my
so
gosh!
they could feel
It's like,
better.
bro, Jawan, you're 28 years old, bro. Like you're like you're busting out the snacks, bro. You a grown.
And when my friends are feeling
Look,
down,
I love a snack
I love a
too.
snack.
I'm more in like the Trader Joe's kind of snack era of my life right now, though, than the Gushers or the goldfish. I
Bro,
think.
get it.
bro,
I get
bro,
it.
bro, you gotta think, bro. I could just imagine one of Jawan's friends reaching out. Yo, Jawan, man. Yo, man. Bro. Yo, bro, I'm having a rough day. And Jawan just said, bro, come over to the crib, bro. Come over to the crib. I got something that'll fix
Juwan,
this.
Juwan,
Wait.
yo, my mom just died.
I'm gonna be one of Jawan's friends. Bro,
Chill,
be
Jake.
Jawan.
Chill, Jake.
Hey, call it. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring.
Ring, ring, ring.
Oh my gosh.
You're Jawan, bro.
Rum, you gotta pick up the phone. Ring,
Yo,
ring, ring.
yo,
Yeah.
yo.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. My girl just left me, dog. I'm not having the best day.
Hey, bro. Listen, man.
Yeah.
I got the remedy, bro. Just come through, man. Just come through. I
Okay.
got you. I
Bet.
just went to
Thanks, man.
Costco. Trust me, I got what you need, bro.
Bet.
I
Bet.
got what
All
you
right, I'm
need.
coming over.
All right. Let me know
I'm
when you. Let me
coming
know when you here.
over.
Just knock on the door. Knock on the door.
Yeah. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, bro. Thanks for listening. Thanks for letting me come talk to you, dog.
Yo, of course, man. You know how I do, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime my boys are down, you know I know how to get you right, bro. Come on, sit down on this couch, bro. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me go into the kitchen real quick. Hold on. Bro, I got
Cool, man. Make sure you
Oreos,
just took
I
all the
got
stuff.
graham crackers, I got goldfish, I got fruit by the foot. What you need, bro? I got snacks for days.
Man, I knew with her taking all the stuff, I knew you'd get me right, dog. I'm gonna take these Oreos. I appreciate you, dog.
She took half of
would
what you got.
appreciate it,
You could take
though.
half of this Oreo. How about that? We could split that. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I just thought this was the wildest thing. You bust out snacks
It's
for your
so
friends.
funny.
I didn't understand
Yeah,
it.
man.
I didn't understand the
Do you
setting.
not?
When would this happen? Why, like if you're out with your friends, you would buy them snacks maybe, but like you just bust out the snack like
You bust out the snacks, yeah.
which means you already had them. Like you
yeah.
like
On deck.
When you're at a restaurant and you order something off a menu to the server, that's busting out snacks, right? That's what you call it.
I guess. So he then says, "I'm gonna grab this Hawaiian sling."
he got hot tamales in his
What I
trunk.
can do-
He got Snickers in his glove box.
He's just ready to go at all times. You gotta stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. And
Oh.
so he's got the snacks, but he goes out there, grabs the Hawaiian sling, he says, "Listen, man, I grabbed a fish, big fish, but it's what I can catch today." And I was like, commendable. Like that was no shade on that. No shade on that.
Yeah.
But he kisses the fish and he's like, "Y'all, I got some snacks."
And he was right to do it.
Savannah, you get the tail. Rizzo, you get an eyeball. All right, you get a gill. All right, and I get the other gill, and we're good to go.
We're good. I know we're
And
down.
what
but
thanks
we
did he
can do
get? And what thanks did he get for that hard work he put in?
Savannah looked at that fish like, that's it? Like, that's... Oh, my gosh. But he caught it, man. Shout out to Juwan, man. I'll never knock a fisherman because
Absolutely.
it is hard to catch fish out there, bro. I caught 13 of them
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
It is
yeah.
tough to catch fish. I'm not going to ever knock on somebody that can
Wow.
actually get out there and catch fish on Survivor. So props to you, Juwan.
Irregular Juwan.
I hope that you caught more than they showed, but my gosh, that was just an awesome time. Also, I
That was
didn't.
so good.
I wish I would have known the trick. If any future survivors are potentially listening, if you want to catch more than one fish every time you go out, shove them in your pocket. It's dangerous because yes, there are sharks out there that might attack you because there's blood coming out of your pocket. But just if you have cargo pants, just literally put the fish in your cargo pants and close it. The fish isn't gonna swim out.
Oh.
It's dead.
It's a good
Yeah,
tip.
and I didn't realize that until after I got back and I went back and watched Ryan's secret scene from season 43, and that's how he caught 23 fish. Was he just shoved them all in his pocket and had them and got them all in one run. So that's how he set the record in the new era. Otherwise, I had to travel 13 times in and out the ocean back to the beach. Every single fish I caught, I brought back. So like, if I would have known that, bro, I wish I would have caught
That's
so
smart.
many more fish. Yeah, so it was definitely smart. I
That's
wish I
smart.
would have known that before. So just shove them in your pocket.
Are people
and keep
keeping
pushing.
records of fish, like statistical records
Well,
of fish caught in this community?
There's records for
Yeah,
everything.
there's records
on
for
Reddit,
everything.
dog.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't. I just like to watch this show with my mom on Wednesday.
I asked
Is that
production.
enough?
I asked him what the new era record was. I literally straight up asked the producers out there on the island, like while I was fishing. I was like, "What's the record?" Because I want to break it. I was like, "What's the
Wow.
record?" And eventually, like I think it was the next day, like one of them said, like I think it was Ryan with 23. So I was like, "Okay,
Wow.
let me try to beat that." And so yeah, then I tried to go fishing at the merge, but there was so much silt I couldn't see anything, so it was too dangerous. So like, because everything was kicked up, so I couldn't go then. Then I was gone the next day, so I never got the chance to break it, but would have loved to. So, you know,
Why you need to come back?
if I ever
You
get
know-
fishing gear, I'm spending all my time in the ocean.
Hell yeah.
Let
One
them,
thing-
everybody else play the game. Have fun. Let me know who we voting for.
One thing. Speaking of voting for, one thing they were talking about throughout the episode was how they want Savannah gone. Everybody wants to vote Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the name that was in everybody's mouth.
Yep.
Sage, Yellow Sophie, Steven, Christina. Everybody wants to vote Savannah. So I just assumed that Savannah wasn't going to be the one going. That's just what I assumed. it was not going to be Savannah because Savannah, Rizzo, and Blue Sophie are dictating what happens. So
Yeah, I
I
mean,
just
once at
assumed
the
that they were going to try to figure out how to get Savannah.
and at the start of the
I just assumed
episode,
Savannah was going to win immunity.
at the start of the
because
episode when they said Steven's going home,
that's what she
Steven's the one I
does.
want to go, Steven's the one that's got to go.
I don't
was
know where
like,
you guys were at this point in the episode in terms of
well, Kevin,
thinking.
I mean, do you remember when Steven was the name early that everyone was talking about? That was like, okay, it's not Steven. Then.
Yeah.
Like that told me it's not
Yeah,
Steven. Like
that's what you read? Okay.
I've heard
Yeah.
only Steven's name the first 5 minutes of the episode. Cool, it's not Steven tonight. Awesome.
yeah.
That's kind of how it
That's
works.
a statistic I want to see. How often is the person whose name comes up first in the episode actually the person who ends up being voted out?
Oh,
Yeah.
Can some nerd on Reddit figure that out for me?
Oh,
I'm sure they got it going.
some
So,
nerd. Why they
that's
gotta be a
even-
nerd? Why they gotta be a nerd?
I know that was.
I don't know. Have you ever met anybody who watches this show?
Jake, that was uncalled for. You have to call him a nerd.
I'm sorry.
Uncalled for.
Can some normal person who watches Survivor, which I'm sure there's plenty of,
Just said somebody.
can anyone please, no matter your interests, find this statistic out for me?
I did like Yellow Sophie's words of saying though, make nice when you're a millionaire back home. I
Yep.
I liked that.
It was a little bit of a winner quote. I'm not gonna lie,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of caught
Absolutely.
me off guard because I was like, now that I'm thinking about it, this is a very Erica-esque edit.
Mm-hmm.
So like, is there a
Kind of
chance-
under the radar
is there-
and
is there-
then
is
out
there-
of nowhere.
Is there a crazy chance that Yellow Sophie takes home the million?
I've been saying it. I've been saying it on the Compassionate Hater Survivor podcast. I've been saying Sophie since the mid-merge.
But over here,
Mid-pre-merge.
you've been saying Savannah.
Yeah, because I want to be right. Yeah, I want to be right. So, and
He kind of spread out his predictions depending on the podcast.
and MC was my winner pick in my fantasy group. So yeah, I'm just trying to get the win wherever I can. You know?
multiple fantasy teams.
We
He's
got
right
you.
somewhere.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, gotta find a way to be right. Okay, so let's see. Then
The rice negotiation was an interesting situation because the edit on the rice negotiation was funny because Jeff's like, we need 3 people to sit out for y'all to get this rice. Was it 3 or 4?
I think it was
4.
4. Yeah, 4 initially.
When
And then
4
Jawan
just
was
8.
like, yeah. And then
Yeah.
Jawan was like, how about 3 for half a bag?
No, he
And
said
then
2
he
for
was
half a
like-
bag.
Yeah. And then Jeff was like, no. And then Savannah was like, I thought this was a negotiation.
Yeah, I love that. Because that's bad negotiation tactics. To not give a counter offer, just immediately say no, Jay. Come on. How long have you been doing the rice negotiation? You should know this by now.
Well, then Jeff says, that doesn't mean I have to say yes, but I was with Savannah. Like, where do you go from here? If I send you an offer, if you give me an offer and I counter with something slightly down, and you
Slightly
say no,
down.
Slightly
where do I
down,
go?
yeah.
Quite
Where do I
literally,
go? Where-
quite literally just cut his offer in half, and he said no. It's like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Like, wait, wait, we can't get the. See, you offered the full bag for 4. We said 2 for half, and you said no. Like, wait.
Where do I go? Where do I go from here, Jeff? Tell me where I'm supposed to meet you.
Oh,
where's
Don't
the-
worry about it though, because Jawan will counteroffer himself.
He
Yeah,
said, then he
she
said,
don't negotiate
3.
against yourself. Yeah,
He
don't
said,
negotiate against yourself.
Oh,
But
man.
Not even better because Jeff then says, "Well, you already," and she says, "Don't give up your leverage," and he says, "You kind of did give up your leverage, though.
Yeah.
because you all showed how much you want to play. Let's get it on." And I was like, "Wait,
Exactly. Wait, so you're done
wait,
negotiating?
do we- yeah, do we-
You ended it? Like Jeff just ended it. Like,
did we? So are we not doing the negotiation at all, Jeff? Like, are we not seeing if anyone's sitting out? Like, are we? What happened?
we are going to revisit the topic. Like, we are going to.
Nope.
It's just, it was either.
Negotiation is you get one offer, it's a take or leave it.
It was either 4 for full or 2 for half, and that wouldn't work. So nothing.
No counter offers.
Play the game. Play the game.
Well, if you listened to On Fire, it sounds like the Rice negotiation made its way out.
May what?
After this season. This may be the last time we
I
see Rice
bet they eat
negotiation
every other
after a
day.
while. Yeah.
I think that it was a fun thing at the beginning, but at this point, when it comes, it's too late.
If Jeff wants a good
And-
rice negotiation, it needs to be 3 bags of rice at the 3rd immunity challenge. Simple as that. Of the season. That's when everyone's hungriest the most, Jeff, is when it's the 3rd immunity challenge and no one's eaten and it's still tribes. And in your tribes, you need to decide, do I give up my shot in the dark? I think it's just that simple. Like, give up your shot in the darks. And who in the tribal portions is going to be like, yeah, I'll give up my shot in the dark. I'll be vulnerable enough to eat rice. Someone, I think, would do it. Because guess what? Your stomachs are rumbling by that 3rd immunity challenge, day 6. So I think
that's I can see that working.
I think if you're ever going to do rice, Jeff, do it during the tribal portions. It doesn't need to be in the group portions. Like, it literally doesn't. Because this is the thing. You might sit here and think like, dang, do I negotiate rice? We don't even have Flint yet. So, like, we can't even cook the rice. So, like, should we give up our shot in the darks? The other tribe, they got fire. They might think that they're confident, but guess what? You might negotiate to get the rice, and then you lose the immunity challenge. Then you can't cook your rice. So it offers a huge dilemma. So if you do it when people are actually the hungriest, do it during the tribal portions.
Should you do your shot in the
that
dark,
makes
or
sense.
should you do your vote at tonight's tribal council?
No, shot in the dark. No one's gonna give up.
I like
their vote.
shot in the dark more.
No one's gonna give up their
Yeah.
vote. Giving up your shot in the dark in the tribal portion has huge risks. One, everyone knows that you have no way out unless you have an idol, if they want to stack the votes on you.
Mhm.
So it's very risky to give up
Okay.
your shot in the dark, unless you literally
Yeah,
have an idol
and
or you're confident in your alliance. And if you are, then you'll be giving up your shot. But also that might show some colors. Show, oh man, who's comfortable enough to give up their shot in the dark to
Okay.
get rice. Like, also we
Yeah,
could do
that also like
we could do 15 individual rice bags, Jeff. Who's willing to give up their shot in the dark for their own bag of rice?
that'd be cute.
Like,
That
just
would
do
be
it
so
at,
cute in
yeah,
a little like gift bag,
yeah, do it at day 6.
a little burlap gift bag. I'd love that.
Little tiny bag of rice. Everyone will get their own for their shot in the dark. Offer them that. Day the 3rd immunity challenge, regardless of how things shape out. 15 bags of rice. I think that would be a really, really, really cool one.
I think the 3 bags for the tribe. I think that's a great idea actually, because then because that's when they're the hungriest and they still only know each other so much, and so they're still having to decide who is willing to take the risk, and
Yeah.
if you can trust these people, because at this point you've known each other for like 6 to 9 days, so you don't know what's happening, and it's sure enough like there's definitely like a tribe or two that has only have Flint for a couple days, or not at all.
Yeah.
And so you're right. I think that's a great.
But also, this is the thing.
Time to
Even
do
if
it.
you've gotten Flint, you haven't eaten. Nobody's eaten the 3rd immunity challenge. They don't give you food. Like, unless you win the fishing gear and go out and catch fish at the 2nd immunity challenge, which is the 2nd immunity challenge of every season, is like you're not eating. And how many tribes are catching fish with their fishing gear? Not a lot.
Yeah,
So I think that
that's
offering
that's
rice
a good idea.
when no one's actually eating is the best thing to do. Not later in the game when Jeff's like, so you guys just ate giant meals yesterday, and the other half of you ate a giant meal 2 days before that. We're also 7 days away. Let's negotiate for
Yeah.
rice. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. Like, the players would never do it. So if Jeff is saying, I didn't listen to On Fire podcast, but if Jeff is saying that it's probably going away,
You don't-
it doesn't
don't
need to go
bother.
away, Jeff. You have good ideas. Just change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I like the negotiation, but you're right. Just make it earlier.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah.
We're on your side,
think it
Jeff.
was,
The new era is perfectly organized. Okay, I just just need some tweaks.
Yeah, it's
Move
perfect.
these
It's
around.
perfectly organized. It
Ideas
just
are
needs
great.
some reorganization.
Yep.
Yeah. No. The ideas are great. Just move some stuff around. That's all it is.
Yep.
As my middle school church retreat called it, organized chaos.
Also, never mind. We'll get to that later. But during the immunity challenge, pretty much Sophie gets to the puzzle first. Well, second, I think. I think Steven got there first.
Yeah, she doesn't get there first, but
Yeah.
she
But she's-
blows past it.
Yeah, she smoked it. She just did the edges. It's a giant blue ring. Like, it's like certain
Yeah.
puzzles are like respectfully like not all puzzles are built the same. You know what I'm saying? Like not all puzzles have a hard edge that's a
The
different
logo
color.
puzzle seems to be
the easiest.
The logo
ones.
puzzle seems to be like one of the easier ones because you guys see the logo all the time.
Yeah, we
But
literally
like
study it.
once they get going, like you're killing it.
Yeah, before the first immunity challenge, me and my entire tribe, we studied our season logo because we knew that there's
Smart.
usually a logo puzzle, and that's why in the very first immunity challenge we smoked our puzzle, is because we all knew exactly what it looked like. We knew which side the guy in our logo was. We knew which side the girl was on. Excuse me. We knew which side the bats were on. We knew which, you know what I'm saying? Like we knew everything. We knew how the waves worked. We knew like everything about the logo just because we studied it for literally 2 minutes, and then we smoked the puzzle together. So
Yeah.
I think it's definitely important to know your logo because logo puzzles are the easiest ones. Like the ones that are random shapes and random things, like seahorses and bats and
Yeah, and the one that's
random
hanging,
things.
the hanging ones.
Yeah, those ones are the
hard.
hardest puzzles by far. So
I don't like those hanging ones. They creep me out for some reason. Maybe because it's bats.
yeah,
Usually, yeah, or like the trees. Those are tough. But like the logo ones,
Those trees ones
the
are
with
cool. I like
phrases,
those
Like
ones.
those are pretty.
yeah.
Those are ones you could pretty suss out.
Like my tribe never lost a logo puzzle, just because like we knew what it looked like. But we lost every other puzzle
Mhm.
because we
Yeah, y'all did.
like it. We damn sure did.
We're
right?
bad at them. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, logo puzzles, it's your season, so you can know it. So
Yeah.
it's like kind of
Yeah.
more of an even ground than just, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so then Sophie smokes the puzzle. She wins her second immunity of the season. So she ties Savannah. They both have 2 now. And they're still in an alliance. So this alliance has now won 4 immunities in a row, right?
Yeah.
And they still say they're on the bottom. Interesting. So here we go. So then it's time for the tribal scramble, right? After Sophie wins immunity, because Savannah's
Of
like,
course.
wow, this is the first time I can go home. Right? Which is wild to say. But yeah. But she's like, this is the first time I can go home. So Sage wants Savannah out. Sophie wants to keep Savannah. Everyone now knows about Christina's idol. Christina plans to play the idol on Steven. Savannah then asks Christina directly to her face who she's voting for. I think this was the highlight of the tribal
So
scramble.
hold on, let's dive into this real fast. Let's dive into each of these things real fast. So Sage wants Savannah out, right? Sage had wanted Savannah out since after she got Shannon. She got Shannon, and she was like, Savannah's next. I'm the only S name from Hina from Uli that needs to be here. That's been from the jump. Sophie, Yellow Sophie, very obviously, like you just said, she's like, I need Savannah here because if I'm not winning immunity, Savannah wins immunity, so I need someone else here so that I'm not the only one that's a threat to win immunity. Makes total sense to me. Makes total sense to me. Christina's idol is basically Rizzo's idol at this point. Because Steven told Sage, who told everybody. The thing that was interesting to me about this, though, is that we see Blue Sophie gather this information, but she doesn't know if it's, like, true. And when she, like...
what do you mean she doesn't know if it's true?
She said that she didn't know if that information was good.
Oh, yeah.
She says that in the episode.
That's true.
And so when she didn't know that the information was good, I was like, so is she not going to take this idol? Because this is my working theory at this point is that we're going to get to tribal. Before we vote, we're going to go not so fast. Blue Soph is going to take Christina's idol because at one point, Blue Soph and Savannah are chit-chatting, and Savannah's like, man, Christina got this idol. And Blue Soph says, man, if only there was a way to take that idol from her. And Savannah says, man, I wish there was. And I'm like...
And I thought this was so interesting because, like, we talked about this, right? Like, on a previous pod with the knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Like, if Christina's like, Jeff, and stands up with her idol, Blue Soph could just be like, hey, knowledge is power. Christina, do you have an idol?
Well, you got to do it. You got to do it before they vote. So that's when she could do it. Like she could do it before they vote. So like that's
knowledge
why,
is power. You have to do it before you vote.
Yeah, that's I read it up. You have to redo it before they vote. So she should go. She can go and take it from her before she votes. So
yeah,
if that's the case, like they're talking about this. So when she says to Savannah, if only there was a way to get it from her, and Savannah says, yeah, I wish there was. And then we get a talking head of Blue Sophie saying, "No one knows about my knowledge is power." I'm like, you have a way to take this from her. And then she says, "I don't know if this information is true."
And that's what I'm saying is like if you know for a fact that the only advantage in the entire game that potentially isn't on your side is potentially in Christina's pocket and you have knowledge is power, why wouldn't you try to get it? Like, even if you fail, then you know that no one else has power in the game. That's a great feeling. And if you succeed, you now have an idol that you don't even need to use, and your entire alliance is like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. You just stole her.
We got everything.
We got everything. We got all the chips on the table, right? Like, so it just doesn't make sense to keep it at this point, because now in the game, the only other advantage is Rizzo's idol, which you know about, and you can steal. So, but he's on your side. So it doesn't, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the knowledge is power is useless if you already have all the advantages on your side in your alliance.
Which is why I thought that that's what's going to happen today. So that's what I was looking for. But we continue on. Like you said, Christina plans to play the idol on Steven, because now we're looking at the machinations, right? Is that they want Savannah, but there has to be a very intricate and detailed way of this thing to go, so that way the votes get used and that all the idols get played, because they want all this stuff out in the open.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They think that they got all the ducks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They think they got Yellow Sophie on Savannah. They think that Jawan thinks that him and Sage are masterminding this thing again, when once again they're not, because Yellow Sophie is a double agent, because they want Savannah, but that's not good for Yellow Sophie.
How do they not know that Yellow Sophie isn't with them at this point?
I do not know, Ro.
Like, she has voted with them consistently, and we're just telling her information. Like, I feel like this happens repeatedly.
Since the moment MC went home, she hasn't been with you.
I feel like this has happened twice now, right? Where someone told someone something that they had no business telling, right?
Right.
What was it last episode? I forgot what it was.
On the Alex
she told
vote.
Soph. She told Soph. Yes. You're right. Why would you tell Blue Soph when Blue Soph just voted? Like,
It doesn't make any sense. None. And even and you have to think about what they know, because we see everything. You think about what they know. You know that Blue Soph is hanging out with Savannah and Rizzo. So why do you think she's a safe person to talk to? You know that Yellow Sophie voted out Alex. Why do you think she's a safe person to talk to?
Exactly. Like, you're fraternizing with the enemy and expecting it to go well.
Correct. And so at the end of it, the whole plan is that the plan according to Christina and Steven's side is that they think that Steven makes the most sense to vote out, which he does. So Christina will play the idol on Steven, protecting Steven. They think that Rizzo would think that Savannah's the person to keep the safest, so he'll play his idol on Savannah. If he does play his idol on Savannah, they'll throw one vote on Rizzo, so that way Rizzo is the one to go. They'll throw a majority of votes on Savannah, just in case he doesn't play the idol on Savannah, and she gets the majority of the votes. Their group of votes will be on Steven as far as they're concerned, and then they either flush Rizzo's idol on Savannah, and Rizzo goes. Savannah goes on her own, and they might have wasted their idol, but Steven's protected in the case that they did vote Steven, and if something goes wrong and they do vote on Steven, Steven at least is protected and shielded in that way. That's the plan of Sage, Jawan, Christina, and Steven. And Yellow Sophie, as far as they're concerned.
Which we don't know why they're concerned at this point, right?
Which is why we don't know that they think Yellow Sophie is in on this plan.
Yeah. So can we cut to...
They tell this plan, and immediately Yellow Sophie goes and tells this plan to Savannah.
Immediately, right? And so then Savannah asks Christina to her face, "Who are you voting for?" And
beautiful work.
Stare that she gave her before she said it, like she was looking her so deep into her eyes, like she was like Like she was giving her that
um,
ice queen stare where it's
ooh,
like, I am
yes,
locking eyes with you and looking into your soul.
staring her down,
And then
and she's
said,
like, "Oh,
what? Who are you voting
huh,
for? And Christina goes,
mm,
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I need 2
yeah,
seconds. What? I
yeah,
thought
give me
this
a
was
second. What?
crazy.
You
This is
asking me like
so
a regular
funny.
question?
because
Like,
because
why?
you're essentially
Why
saying
aren't more people doing this?
you're essentially
Well,
saying
Christina,
first of all, like Christina's response, you're essentially saying I'm voting for you. Like
well, because
what?
Yeah.
Christina first says, "I want to work with you." You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to figure things out. And she's like, "Cool. Who are you working with? Who are you voting for?"
And who's your second
Right.
option? Who else you think about?
Like, why would you say I need 2 seconds instead of throwing like a couple names and being like, oh, I'm
Because
still weighing my options?
Well, because she got caught on the spot. Like, no, ain't
Yeah,
nobody ever just
like
asked
you're
you.
playing Survivor. That should be second nature, no?
No, not at all.
Ay, ay, ay.
Not at all.
Just,
Like,
oh my god, that was so funny.
how many conversations, Jake, do you think Christina and Savannah have had?
And not enough, clearly.
What? Also,
They-
what
'cause
did
they're not-
what did Christina not like about that? I was confused. She asked you
Oh.
a question, very straightforward. What?
Doesn't like to be confronted.
No. You don't know what she. I would not have liked that. I mean, I would have not have liked that if I was in Christina's shoes because I was not prepared for that question.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only reason I don't like it. Like if Steven asked me that question, I have an answer for him. I
But,
don't
like,
like
why would you think somebody wouldn't ask you that question, even if they are your enemy?
No one's asking that question so bluntly like that, especially when I'm blowing smoke up her ass.
I'd just be like,
The
well,
show's been on
I'd
for
just be like,
50
I'd just be like,
years.
well, they told me to vote you tonight, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. That's a better answer
Ooh,
than
yeah, blame somebody else.
blame somebody
they?
else.
Give me
Blame
2
who's
seconds.
they?
They is the enemy.
That-
The others.
That's exactly that's the follow up question. Who's they?
And who is they's second
Yeah,
option?
but by the time Savannah asks that, you've got 2 seconds to come up with an answer.
Yeah. Who's they?
Do you?
Who do you think?
Who's that?
Steven. Who do you like? Who else would it be?
I'm gonna go ask Steven about that right now.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. No. Actually,
Please
Sage.
do not. Please
Actually,
don't.
actually, Sage. It was Sage. It was Jawan. It was Jawan.
It was all of them, actually.
It was everyone but me. I don't care about you going home.
They're all against us, Savannah.
You can stay for all I'm concerned. Okay, you can.
Yeah,
you good
we're
in my
actually
book.
cool.
You didn't know? Shoot.
Wait, and the best part is that Savannah would say, "Let me go ask him," and then she would march right off, and you were trying to run after her.
Bro, listen, all I'm gonna say is Savannah as a player earned so much respect for me this episode. Like, I respect players that will, one, be confrontational to the point of understanding I need to know information and I'm willing to just straight up ask you. Like, that is a
I'ma just go get it.
badass move right there. So I will give
Yes.
huge props
Yeah.
to Savannah for that. I got you get a ton of props to me for that. And yeah, I'm starting to see why. You know, we were wondering when are we gonna start to see why they on 50, and now I think we're
Some
starting
of us
to
have
see
been
why.
seeing since the very beginning, but whatever.
I want them to cast more reporters. They're gonna go get the scoop.
Yeah,
They're gonna go get the scoop.
reporters are the new pharmacy managers or whatever. Or what was it in like the 20s? Who like every job, every like hot girl had pharmaceutical reps. Pharmaceutical reps is the phrase. Remember that? That was a job everybody had for a good 5 or 10 years on this show. Marketing managers was another. There was another era of everybody was a marketing manager. Reporter could be the next one of those, and I think that's a good idea. Producers should look into that in the future.
Yeah,
I mean, the pharmaceutical reps were just actors, but
I mean,
Not like-
Yeah, Mactors, that was the word.
reporters do know how to talk in front of a camera. That's the one thing. It's like when you
Yeah.
get people that know how to talk in front of a camera and aren't intimidated by a camera and don't care. Like, you got to understand, because it's not just, you guys got to think, right? Like that moment with Christina and Savannah. It's not just them two there, right? There's
Yeah.
a
Right,
there's
right,
a
of course.
gigantic camera directly next to you in your face. There's a boom mic hanging above you. Like there's like 4 producers right there next to you as well, listening to this conversation. If you can't block that out, it's going to be really hard for you to be like in the moment and be okay to answer a question and be like genuinely yourself 100%, because it's just hard for some people with all that there. People that are used to being in front of a camera, like me, like Savannah, even Sam from 47, like if you're used to being in front of a camera, you don't care about that. Like that doesn't even matter. Like you forget about the camera being there. Like I'll say what I need to say in front of you right now. I don't care if a camera's around. Like it gives you that extra confidence. So yeah, like you said, having a reporter on the season is pretty dope because she's willing to do this. She's willing to do this, which, like she said, is her job. So,
yeah, it used to be her job.
Yeah, I don't know. Did she?
I don't know if she's a reporter.
Yeah, they
might not need to.
They clearly say former reporter every time it's on screen.
Yeah, she's done it before.
Okay. Well, so then after her and Christina have that exchange, Savannah and Soph are just chilling in the hammock, and they're like, you know what? Let's just go for the flip-floppers. Why not? Like, let's just do the easy thing.
Why not?
They're causing the issue.
I loved that.
And
because a lot of times you just try to go for like, you just try to cut it off at the knees to try to like figure out the lesser of the evils. So trying to go for Christina or Steven to try to figure out what's the easier thing. And then instead they just said, we know Sage and Joanne don't have nothing. Let's just pick one of them.
Smart. I mean, yeah, again, why aren't more people doing this?
It's the smart thing to do.
Instead of like trying to figure out which one of them is going to use it on them, we know they don't got nothing.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, this was just genius gameplay, if you ask me.
Yes.
And so, Blue Soph and Savannah did a great job here figuring out exactly what they wanted to do. They knew they wanted to go for one or the other, and they straight up said, you know what? Our swing vote is Yellow Sophie. So let's leave it up to Sophie, which was genius. Like, they're like, we don't care really which one of the two goes home. Yeah, we have our preferences, but it doesn't really matter. So as long as Sophie is on our side and we can convince her to vote with us and we give her the power, then we're good to go. And that's exactly what they did. They went to the person that won immunity and they said, you get the choice. And she wanted Joanne out. So there we go.
And it gives her more autonomy too. And it locks her in more with you. Because you're like, look at you. You're an equal part of this plan.
Yep. It's not like they came to her and said, we're getting out Joanne. It's like, who do you want to get out? Oh, Joanne? All right, cool. Which
sounds good.
Which I thought was genius. So then we go to Tribal Council. A bunch of hoopla. Rizzo talking about essentially saying Tribal is a bunch of BS. Literally, that's quite literally. I felt like what he was saying. Everyone's just BSing everyone.
Is it not though?
I mean, no, he's right, but it's just interesting that he just said it, and then they kept going on to Tribal and kept BSing each other the whole time.
Well,
so
it was theater, and then Joanne says though, he says some words that make Savannah look at him and said, is this going to be me, Joanne? Like the way she's like looking at, knowing that there's a full theater production that Joanne, Sage, and them don't know that's about to happen here.
Yeah. So after the votes go up, Christina plays her idol for Steve.
Hold on, Rome. Because this is the part that I was like sitting here in anticipation. Because theater. And then I'm waiting for Blue Sophie to say, when Jeff says, anything else before he says go vote, I'm waiting at this point for Blue Sophie to say one more thing. Christina, do you have an idol? When she doesn't, I locked in because I was like, what is happening now? Because it has to be done before the votes are cast. And I'm shocked because she has an idol. And now, mind you, I knew that the plan had changed to like we just talked about, a Joanne Sage type situation. I don't know which one, but I thought we were going to be stealing one of these devices. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't enough talk about it for me to think it was going to happen.
Well, there's enough talk throughout the episode.
I didn't think there was enough. I feel like it would have been way more of a focal point. Like,
okay.
I don't personally didn't ever think that it was going to happen. Like,
interesting.
Didn't feel like it was going to happen to me. The only thing that felt like it was going to happen was that Christina doesn't play her idol. Like, I thought
Okay,
she was
so you
gonna.
thought that was a possibility.
Yeah, I thought Christina was just gonna do, because she even said, "I can hear my family now telling me don't play it. Use it for yourself later. Save it." And then she didn't do what she told herself she could hear her family saying. So I thought she was gonna listen to her family after such a family-based episode for her. So
Okay.
because I was like, why else would they add that in? But then she didn't do that, so I was confused. But
Okay, so then I get
because
you on that.
then think about this: if she keeps her idol, her and Steven are still a duo, and they have an idol. So
True.
you know, I don't know. No, if you know you're not the vote and it's that late in the game, like sometimes it is just better to just hope the chips fall in your favor, and they would have in this situation.
Well, I think
So-
she would have thought that she would have had nobody if Steven's gone and everything doesn't go her way. Then she's on her own. She's legitimately on an island.
I mean, I guess I don't know. Two people isn't exactly like that are completely on the outs. Isn't exactly that's essentially being on an island like by yourself already, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know, but I get what you're saying. So, then right we get Christina playing her idol for Steven. Rizzo then stands up and has a whole spiel and plays a fake idol for Savannah, even though everyone knows for a fact he has a real idol. Like I do not understand why he played a fake idol. Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so
For show.
So the thing is, right, when Christina plays the idol, Jawan taps Rizzo and says, "Go, dog, go." So he gets up and goes because he says he's playing it if Christina plays hers. So he gets up there, and a part of his theater, he says that I'm playing this to see who's really with me and see who's really doing what they're saying they're going to do. And Jawan's shaking his head and was like, "Yep," because remember the whole plan is that we're trying to burn these idols, and that Rizzo's going to end up going home, but we're making this great play, and that we got you. Because then he plays the real idol in Savannah. Votes get canceled, but Savannah has the majority of the votes. The votes on Steven get canceled because Christina's idol cancels out Steven's votes, and then that one stray vote takes out Rizzo. That's the plan, and then Jawan, Sage, and them take credit for it. That's the plan. And Jawan's supposed to have goaded and helped get Rizzo to play the idol, and then, we got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
That's the idea. I mean, that's not what happens, but that's the idea.
I just think this doesn't make any sense because everyone knows you have a real idol. So doing that doesn't matter at all.
Just more showmanship.
It's like if you're just trying to do it just to
showmanship,
gauge
yeah.
reactions, then I see it. But it seemed way more like it was for show than to actually gauge reactions or things like that, right?
I think it's a little bit of both. And then also, there's another reason he played it. Oh, to I think maybe take the target off of him, be like, oh, maybe we were mistaken when we saw him grab that idol. It turned out to be fake. And
No, they know for a fact they were literally
they know it's
there.
real.
They know it's real. That's
Yeah,
why
they
he
know.
was
well,
like.
what if
That's why Jawan, after he played the fake, he said, "Played a real thing."
Yeah.
He turned around to him and
Yeah,
said, "Played a real thing." Like they know he got a real idol. This isn't like a secret.
So if I had been in Rizzo's situation, I would have been like, what do you mean, like, Jeff, what do you, and be like very accusatory, like, what do you mean it's fake? We all saw me grab that.
Nah. No,
Yeah.
it was for showmanship. There's no reason there's no reason to try to go Jeff. Like, I know it's a fake one. It's for showmanship.
Get the target off your back, though.
What target's getting off my back by me knowing I'm playing a fake one?
Yeah, that doesn't really get a target off your back. People just now know
Yeah.
you have a real one still. Just
Yeah.
more of a reminder.
But if you play it up, and as
It doesn't change nothing, Jake. That doesn't change nothing. We all know that's not the one.
But here is the good thing: Christina playing her idol means that there's going to be an idol re-hidden in the game. That's something that didn't even get talked about, which is mind blowing. But if that gets re-hidden and one of these 3-4 people find it, if Sophie, Savannah, Soph, or Rizzo find that re-hidden idol, it's over. The game is over. Like literally, the game's over. Like just chalk it up. Because
So
then
the votes.
and
get
even if
going.
someone else gets it, as long as they know who gets it, boom, steal like knowledge is power. Like Either way, like it just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, Blue
um,
Sophie gets it. That'd be great.
yeah, because imagine having knowledge is power and an idol. Like, then you
Yeah.
could steal one and have two idols, and we haven't seen somebody have two idols since what, like Dean, I think, or something like that. Like, it's been a while.
Wow, that's kind of a throwback now.
Yeah.
Imagine she has the knowledge is power and the hidden immunity idol. She goes, I have the knowledge is power. I'm gonna say, hey Soph, do you have an idol? Oh, I happen to. And then she plays it for
Just throw
herself.
her
That'd be
out? That's crazy shit.
yeah, that'd be fun. A fun little theater thing to do in Tribal Council.
Steal your own advantage. Oh man.
Steal your own idol just for show. Use 2 advantages.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious. I wonder. Never mind. Well, so hear me out. Random. If you just save your extra vote till the end of the game and you're sitting at Final Tribal, can you still vote for yourself real quick?
At Final Tribal Council.
If you still
Oh,
have
I
your
see what
extra
you're saying,
vote.
as a jury
Can,
member.
can you?
No,
can I be
I
like,
think you have
Jeff?
to be-
I'm gonna slide this vote to someone on the jury real quick. Yo,
Real quick.
yo, here's an
That's
extra
fine.
vote for me to the million.
Yeah, I think you have to be voted out in order to vote for a winner. I feel like there's probably a rule somewhere in the rule book that says that. My question, though, if you get voted out whilst you still have an extra vote in your possession, can you use that as a jury vote?
No.
No, that would be
Co-
wild.
Come on, man.
That
why
would be
not?
cool. That'd be cool. That would be a twist, but no, that'd
It
be cool.
expires.
That'd be
Stupid.
cool.
The rules
So-
of Survivor are stupid. That's my take.
So anyway, so Savannah during the names being read, she's taunting Juwan the whole time, like, you did this, da-da. And at first he was like, nah, and then after her name popped up again, she was like, this was you, and he's like, yeah.
But
Because
then
he
his
thought,
name
What was the
pops up
point of
more
this?
often than he expects.
yep,
And
and
he's like,
he was like, uh-oh.
what?
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
correct.
And then Jawad gets voted out, and Christina turns to Steven and says, at least it wasn't us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not yet.
So I have a theory that I'm gonna get
Oh
into.
my
Ooh,
gosh.
please, yes.
what's the
You've
theory?
been
What's the
teasing
theory?
this.
So this is my theory because I thought for sure that this knowledge and power is going to be used for Christina. I think Soph is going to take Rizzo's idol,
For what?
Yes.
and I think Soph is going to take Rizzo's idol and use it on Rizzo.
Yep, 100%. And that's why Rizzo's on 50.
I think Soph is going to use Rizzo's idol on Rizzo and save Rizzo's life with it. There's going to be a time when Rizzo doesn't need it, or when Rizzo needs it, and he's going to think he doesn't.
That would
So-
put Blue Soph on 50, not Rizzo.
So I think this is on the next time one. On the next time one,
Mm-hmm.
there's a scene that Blue Sophie is saying that she wants to take them out too. She's talking to whoever.
Yeah.
She wants to take them out too. She knows it. And then which is just I'm laughing because that means it's just another time, another person talking to Blue Sophie about taking
About
out
the
Savannah
plan.
and Rizzo.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
it's rinse, wash, repeat. So see you later,
Yeah.
Steven or Christina. Like
Right.
I feel like it's just
So-
alley ooped it, and the way that we're dunking on Steven this last episode, it's probably Steven. But then again, like now that Christina doesn't have an idol, and she wants to go home, like she said, it might,
Well, her not wanting to go home is irrelevant. I think that part's irrelevant. But yes, it's one of them is going to go. So I think, and like we saw, Sage is like on a warpath against Yellow Sophie. She hates her and she's mad because she feels slighted by her. I think they're going to tell Blue Sophie because Sophie's like, I need to get them out too. Yada yada yada. Well, I think what's going to happen in either this episode or the next one, the votes are going to be there on Rizzo. And Rizzo is going to be thinking that he doesn't need to play his idol. I think Blue Sophie is going to take his idol from him, and then they're going to be like, yeah, we got him. And then she's going to use the idol on Rizzo and save Rizzo.
Wow. But
And then they're going to be like, no. because she's loyal to them. She's loyal to them.
She would just tell Rizzo, use the idol on yourself. She wouldn't even need to do all that. Just tell him to play.
I don't think. I don't think he's going to think that he. I think one of the follies of Rizzo is that I think Rizzo thinks that he knows what's happening more.
So far, he hasn't been wrong one time.
No. Things have worked out for
Actually,
Rizzo.
except for the Nate vote. The Nate vote, he was wrong.
That's the thing. They've worked out for Rizzo. They've worked, but not the reasons that Rizzo thinks they have. Like the outcomes have been there, but they're not for the reasons that Rizzo thinks they've happened.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as it
be a similar situation
gets to the end result that you were looking for, that's really all that matters at the end of the day.
But it won't be the same though if his life is on the line. Because like part of it was Jawan and Sage, right? Part of it was Jawan and Sage working with him, but Jawan was a big catalyst of that. Jawan is gone, so he does not have Sage.
Yeah. So I mean, Sage is definitely a target because she's on an island by herself now, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, yeah.
Right.
It could be clearly Sage or Christina or Steven next, and nobody would bat an eye, right? So, but I mean, we could talk about what we think is going to happen all day long. You know what I'm saying? There's a million possibilities.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but that's my theory.
But all right, so this was the first normal tribal council since, I believe,
the pre-merge.
I believe Trashy Annie's tribal council. I think this was the last normal tribal council.
Are we calling her Trashy Annie?
That's her. That's her. Yeah, that's her. Her stage name.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's fun.
Yeah, she's a rock star.
I thought you were just talking shit for some reason.
Oh my god!
Like,
oh my god!
Inappropriate. Like, what did she do? Like, I'm all for a bid, but I'd like to know what the context is before I talk shit about somebody.
Oh my gosh! No, that's the name she goes by. Shout out Trashy Annie.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, no, I wasn't talking shit.
I was like, why? What did she do to you?
Oh,
she seemed fine.
No, but yeah, she's great. She what were we talking about? Oh yeah, there hasn't been a normal tribal council since then. Like everything, there's been something off. Whether it's been split, whether it's been 2 immunities, whether it's been something. There's been something weird, a swap. Whether it's been something weird. There's been something weird about every tribal council since Annie's boot, which was the second boot of the episode. So since episode 2, we're now on episode 10. We just went 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with no normal tribal councils.
Yeah.
That's 7 tribal councils in a row that weren't normal. That weren't just very straight. And look at this. This is considered the best episode so far of the season. It was a normal tribal council. Shocker. When everyone's able to play, when everyone has their vote, when no one lost their vote, when no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this happens every year. Everybody goes, "Oh wow, what a good episode this was," and it's always this episode where everybody finally gets the tribal council, and there's no shenanigans from producers.
I mean, look at Operation Italy. That Operation Italy was the same situation. It was a normal tribal council. It was just the players playing the game.
What's the 2 bananas ripening or whatever that one was?
Wow.
From Heroes vs. Villains. You guys remember that one, right?
Banana etiquette. He said
banana etiquette.
He said the banana's ripening. Oh my goodness.
Said 2 bananas ripening.
You went back to season 20? Like,
yeah, when the show was good.
Another example of a good episode from season 20?
Hey, the show's still good.
It was one in a list of 2 examples, first of all. So
like, at least Rome went to like last season. Or like 2 seasons ago. Like, you went to season 20?
Season 20 was good. What's your point?
But that was an example of a good episode. It's been a good episode since then, man.
Well, no,
the
banana etiquette.
Show,
Banana etiquette's the second highest rated episode of all time. So that's why he went there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was number 1 for a while.
No,
don't try to bail him out, Rome.
I thought it had been number 1.
No, it was number 1. Yeah. Operation Italy is now the number 1 highest rated episode of all time.
Wow.
Yes, ahead of Heroes vs. Villains, anything. Yes. Operation Italy
2
from
bananas
season 47
ripening.
is better than 2 bananas ripening from Heroes vs. Villains. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but banana.
I'm glad you guys have a memory of this show.
Well, I just binged the whole 48
Yeah, man. You watched
seasons.
the whole thing in like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
2-3 years.
So
Yeah.
this is all super fresh. Like I remember all that. So
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one pro. Because I don't know if I like now that I've watched it all, I don't know. Like it would take a lot for me to go back and watch one of these older seasons. So like I understand why people like forget about these really old seasons or don't remember all the little things and things like that I kind of remember because I just watched it recently. Like a lot of people haven't watched season 4 since it aired in 2002. You know what I'm saying? Like they haven't watched Marquesas since it aired, right? They haven't like a lot of people haven't watched Heroes vs. Villains since it aired. Like well, most people rewatched it.
Another great season.
But you get what I'm saying. A lot of people haven't rewatched certain seasons since it aired, which was sometimes decades ago. So like like,
true.
sometimes it's harder to remember things for some people, but I don't know. I'm glad I watched it all recently. I'll say that. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Who do you guys have as a player of the episode?
Oh yeah, let's get to our awards.
Way to keep things moving, Kev.
I mean, it's yellow Sophie for me.
Here's my take. I actually think the player of the episode happens to be the person who got voted out.
Nah, chill.
He was busting out the snacks. He had that other great scene. The boys on the bench. Was he part of that?
He was. He was a boy on the bench.
Yeah, that was good too. It was just a good Jawan. Great episode for Jawan. Very fun episode for Jawan. So I'm going Jawan.
Yeah.
I think
I do not understand how he's the player of the episode, but okay. he literally got voted out.
I watched this show to be entertained, and he was the most entertained this show. This episode, at least.
I think Christina was the player of the episode for me. Because she did say at the end, and Rome, you did mention it. She said, "Hey, man, at least it wasn't us," in terms of her and Steven, because she was not for her personally, she was not really connected to Jawan. She wasn't. Steven was, but she was not. So she survived another day. Steven survived another day.
Wait, she wasn't connected to him personally, but she just gave up a food reward for him in a very emotional moment, literally 2 days ago.
Yeah. Like strategically, she was not connected to him strategically. Was she? Did you feel like she was?
I feel like I don't know.
I mean, I don't feel like I saw like any scenes where she was talking strategy with Jawan.
Well, this is what I said before. I feel like Christina is closer to people than they are to her. Like I feel like she'd never really had that much of a tight alliance on the island. Like even Steven, I don't feel like he's that tight with Christina, because even Steven is out here telling Sage about exactly like Steven's telling everything, and now everyone on the island knows.
But the only one she talks to seems to be is Steven. Though the only one she seems to talk to is Steven. So when she said at least it wasn't us, like she's like the only person she's locked in with is Steven.
And he's probably like, at least it wasn't me. He probably,
yeah, he's like,
what us? What us now? Your idol's gone. There's no more us. Okay, that's
all I needed you for. So
you played it on
that
me.
Also gives them a lot of space to navigate, though. Those two people on the outs with only 7 people left.
It was a big episode for her.
And I think we see why this edit has been geared. We said that like certain seasons have like edit wise like either a masculine or a feminine edit like with how like who they highlight, and we said that it felt like this one has a more feminine edit, right, with like who they're highlighting. And right now there's five ladies and 2 dudes left after tonight. Unless Rizzo and Steven can pull off a miracle, I'm guessing we're getting another another lady taking it home.
Probably.
Based off statistics.
I could see it.
So all right. So do we want / think they will play again with Jawan?
I don't think so, but I think he'll be on the challenge.
Really? You think he'd be on the challenge?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think he has the energy for the challenge.
He's young.
Is he young?
He's 28.
I guess that's young for that show now.
Yeah,
back in my day, it was 21 years old.
Yeah, I don't even know if they
24. Back when that show was good.
I don't even know if they'd call me. I'm only 32.
You think you're too old for that show?
I mean, maybe I'm 32. Like how old?
Bro, everybody's 45 on that show now.
Yeah,
No, they
How
are.
much older now?
Yeah, they are kind
yeah.
Yeah.
of up there.
So that's why I say he's young. Like,
Man, I
he's
probably
young
run
for, like,
circles
the
around some
challenge.
of them. Then shoot, man. But
Yeah.
You would. No, you would. You would.
Absolutely.
That's why, like, CT is like in his mid 40s. Like, that's why, like. and
Oh
CT
yeah, if
still out there.
CT's still playing, I
Like,
saw
yeah.
him on Traders. I ain't never watched the
Yeah.
challenge, but
Yeah.
I saw him on Traders.
Oh, Trader's so good.
which is
Yeah.
why, I mean, how old is D? She was just out there.
I mean, she's only like
D's-
25.
No, D. I think I saw D's older than that. I don't know actually. Now that I say
Oh,
that,
she's
I don't
29.
know.
She's 29. She's 29.
Okay.
D was just out there for her first season.
Yeah.
So Jawan, I
Okay.
think Jawan will be on the challenge, but like I would not want to see him play Survivor again personally. I don't think he will.
I could see them trying to bring him back, but his archetype is also, I think, could be fulfilled by a lot of other people from the new era. So I don't know that he would.
What
be back
archetype
anytime
is
soon.
Jawan in?
Nerdy, self-deprecating nerd city boy.
Oh my gosh, bro.
That's what he said. He's like, I'm no Ozzy. I'm just some small black nerd from the city or whatever. Like, that was his own self-description. I'm not like talking shit. I'm not calling Ashy Jawan. Like, and there's always like 1 to 4 of those dudes every season.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be upset to see him again. I think he would be great on a second chances type season. But I'm not gonna miss him if he doesn't show up again.
Okay.
I know that's a pretty neutral take, but
Do I think he'll play again? Yeah. Do I want him to play again? Personally, no. I don't like flip floppers. Like that's the thing is like flip floppers. If you you're like we've said it so many times on this podcast. Every time we bring this up, your first season matters a lot for how people see you on your second season. So, bro, who the hell is gonna trust Jawan? Like you just watch him flip 3 votes in a row. Like who is gonna trust him on another season? So, like, do I personally want to see him out there? Nah, because I couldn't trust him. Because I would want someone that was loyal to their person on the first season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
sure.
So, but do I think he'll play again? Yeah, I think he'll probably be back out there eventually. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But would do I personally want to work with him? I wouldn't want to see him out on the island just because I like loyal people. That's how I work. So,
Loyalty.
Okay.
yeah, that means a lot in Survivor, bro. Especially on a second time playing, like that matters a lot. Like, bro, if I know that you took your number 1 to the end, like think about this, right? Just hear me out. If you see, let's just take 2 people that are on 50, right? Like let's take Charlie, and let's take who's somebody that flip flopped to the end. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to think. I mean,
Coach, I don't know.
I mean, Q.
He's played enough times.
I mean, okay,
yeah,
Q, right? Q's a good
Yeah,
answer,
good
right?
call.
Like Q's a good answer, right? Like I think Q's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take them 2, if you were on the island, who would you rather be in an alliance with based off how they played the first time? Charlie or Q?
Charlie.
The person that went with their duo to the very end, or the person and was down to actually probably vote for them at the end too, or the person that literally couldn't be trusted for probably almost any vote?
I would probably go with Charlie.
Okay, so I feel like everyone would say that. Like, that's a common sense thing. So, like, how you played in your first time matters. If you played a loyal game, people are more willing to trust you on your second time around. Like, I've even noticed that on my binge. Like all the people that played loyaler games, they did better generally the next time out. Right? Like, it's how it worked. Like, look, I mean, shoot, people love talking crazy about Boston Rob. But look at what he did, right? People saw him on All-Stars or go to the end with his future wife, and then he played Redemption Island. The people that are with him, why would I go against you if I'm with you? I saw you take us to the end before. I'm down to go to the end. It's easy to not turn on somebody when you know that they are that person that will truly take you to the end and not flip-flop. So that's where in my head it makes sense to where I'm saying, yeah, I think he'll probably play again. Do I think he'd do well on a return? Probably not, just because of how he played his first season. It'd be hard to get alliances and things like that. It'd be hard to get people to trust you fully. So,
Yeah.
That's my prediction. Do you guys think he was a hero, villain, or neutral?
Hero.
Put a more hero. Yeah.
Really? Even though he was the monster and eating the chicken with the
wasn't, though.
blood and
He wasn't the
Remember
monster.
though, he had like those things that he was like shy and he was coming out of his shell and stuff, and
Yeah.
he had those real like human moments.
And he's always busting out the snacks. Is that not heroic?
buzzing out the snacks though. All right. Yeah. I was gonna say neutral, but I could see the hero side, I guess. I think he had villainous moments. I mean, using other people's bags and even taking.
I think those were mistakes. I truly think those were mistakes.
Yeah.
It was on purpose.
That wasn't malicious. That was just oblivious.
Yeah.
Said, I'm gonna put dirty
Yeah.
sticks in her bag. Watch this. Oh man. Okay. All right. What rating would you guys give this episode?
I put it like an 8.
You said an 8?
8.3 for me.
8.3.
8.3.
Very specific.
Damn specific. I said 8. So
I would say 8.4.
okay, 8.2. Like what are we doing?
Okay,
folks?
so the reason I said 8. Now the reason I'm saying that is because the actual IMDb ratings. Like I'm going after like off like the actual IMDb ratings.
Okay.
Like for example, the 3 highest rated episodes of the new era, the most recent 3 highest rated episodes. Do you know what they are? I'm guessing you don't, but do you know what they are?
Operation Italy, 2 Bananas Ripening, and
No.
No,
Okay.
the Heroes versus Villains
Operation
reunion.
Italy is number 1. Number 2 is My Boot episode, and number 3 is it was the one with Q. I forgot which one it was. Oh, it was the whatchamacallit.
It was-
The one where they played hide and seek. I think that was the one. I think that was it.
Oh, really?
I think
Huh.
that was it. No. It was Caleb Shot in the Dark. I take that back. It was Caleb. That's what it was. It was 45. It was Caleb Shot in the Dark.
Oh, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So those are the 3 most highest rated episodes most recently in the new era. Are Caleb Shot in the Dark, My Boot episode, and Operation Italy. So and those are all 8.6s or higher.
Oh, okay.
So me and
Gotcha.
Caleb's are 8.6s. So that's why I would say 8.4. Because I think this was a good episode, but I don't think it was on the level of those.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it was solid. Satisfying conclusion, I guess. Funny. Oh yeah, Joanne taking the wrong torch at the end. That was
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. The saga just continues with him just taking people's stuff.
yeah, it was good.
Kind of villainous, kind of a last villainous move, if you ask me.
It was a mistake, bro. Really doesn't. Mistake.
Oh man.
A villain by incompetence, I don't think is really.
And I'm actually gonna pay attention because I want to see if they would switch back the torches. Because I'm assuming they would, realistically. Like
Jeff said they did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, they did. Okay, cool. Because
Yeah.
I was about to say because you don't walk with your torch like back to Ponderosa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I just assume they would just be like, here, give me that thing. Like, just walk it back up the ramp after it's over. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it simple. But, yeah. So regardless, let's go with the final 3 prediction. Now that we are down to our final 7.
Mm.
Who wants to go
Okay.
first?
Rizzo, Sophie. Rizzo, Blue Soph, Savannah.
I don't.
I'm going
I
Blue
don't see
Sophie. Blue Sophie, Savannah. Blue Sophie, Savannah, Yellow Sophie.
I think Blue Sophie
Mm.
isn't going to be in the final 3. I think she's going to be the
No.
fallen angel at this point.
Mm.
I think
I'm
she's
going
gonna be
Blue
right.
Sophie. Blue Sophie, Savannah, and Christina, actually.
I think Sophie is going to go out like Jesse Lopez in 43. I think that she is going
I
to flip
hope
on her
you're wrong.
closest ally and be poised to win the game and not make fire. And not make
Mm.
I think that's now
Yes,
what's
I
going to
think
happen.
about that.
I feel like it's a setup
Fire's
for
so
her to be a
tough.
fallen angel. I think the
I
final
hate Fire
3
so much.
is going to be I like it. I don't care what nobody says. I like it. Shout out Jeff Probst, man. I like it. Seriously.
Okay.
All
You're
right.
the only person in the entire community, but whatever.
No, people only don't like it because of how the season it was introduced on, and I'll stand by that. They only don't like it because it quote unquote
No.
saved Ben. But I
Well,
digress.
we can talk about it when we get
Yeah.
to it. We don't need to get into
But
it now.
I think it's gonna be Yellow Sophie, Rizzo, and and I don't want to say it, but I think it's gonna be Steven. I think it's gonna be Yellow Sophie,
Oh.
Steven, and Rizzo in the final three. That's my new final three
Interesting.
prediction based off the edit.
Okay.
I've already said I
Okay.
think Savannah's gotten too much of a negative edit to be the winner. She would literally have the most negative edit of Survivor history. Like I think that's pretty clear if she was the winner. So I don't know. I just don't feel like it's a winner edit. I could be proven wrong, but like I just feel like it's portrayed her relatively negatively, even with her confronting Christina. Like they didn't portray her as a nice person in that situation. Like they highlighted Christina going through a moment just now, and then Savannah hovering over her, you know what I'm saying, going straight to the throat. Who you voting for? And then her being like,
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like there wasn't a good portrayal of Savannah either. So that's why I just keep seeing more negative portrayals of her. And I'm like, this isn't as a winner edit in my head. So I'm like, okay, where's the winner edit? And so now I'm starting to see it a little bit with Yellow Sophie. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe Yellow Sophie is I don't know, but it's tough. This is a weird edited season, so it's kind of hard to guess who's gonna take it home because like Yellow Sophie didn't get any airtime like the first half of the season, so I don't know. It's definitely difficult. Who are your guys' predictions of the next boot? We haven't done that before, but I think that's a cool one.
I think it's going to be Steven.
Okay.
I think he's the next on the block.
I think it's gonna be Steven's a good option.
I think it's
Or
gonna be
Sage.
I think it's gonna be Christina.
Hmm.
I think it's gonna go
Hmm.
five in a row.
I'm really hoping you're wrong.
It's gonna be 5 people of color in a row. That's my guess.
It's not looking great, is it?
I mean, tonight's vote was a 50-50, right? It didn't have to be. It was literally Jawad or Sage. Which one? 50-50. Up to you.
Well,
Jawad.
one thing I do want to talk about. I feel like that's been like a thing. Well, talking about around the community, I feel like that was a thing that was talked about a lot
Yeah,
this past week.
it
but
definitely
like,
was. Yeah.
But like, I personally, as a black man myself, I'm not really like feeling like that's a big deal this season personally.
No, I don't either.
Jawan's been a catalyst in a lot of this.
Yeah, I don't feel like it is
Like-
either, but it's definitely getting talked about in the community. It's definitely getting
Yeah.
talked about.
But like MC talked to Jawan about this, and then Jawan was like, "I'm taking MC out." Like this is like
Yeah.
Jawan's been a part of this. This has been Jawan's decision making.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
So-
that's very true.
He chose Nate. He was a part of choosing Nate for Nate to go. Like it's Jawan's black, and he was making these decisions. And then also, a lot. That's the first time all the black people made it to the merge.
That's the
Well-
other thing. Yeah, it's just a numbers.
No,
thing.
facts. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
So then we have if they're gonna go, they're gonna go at some point in terms of
Right.
unless they're gonna win, right? So like, it's just how the numbers bear out. It's not like a malicious thing.
Yeah.
That's just
It's just an unfortunate pattern. There's nothing like malicious behind it.
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
how I see it.
No, I agree.
I thought it was a talk. I saw the talk like all week about how it was broken down, but I don't think that was malicious at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's my
When
prediction regardless. I
fucking-
think it's gonna be Christina.
Like, this show has a long history of being wildly racist, and this is not anywhere near the top. I recall, was it Fiji when she was like, "How many zeros is in the number 1,000,000?" It's like, what? Why would you ask somebody that?
I mean, Cook Islands was literally broken up by race. So
Yeah, as should every season be.
Yo, chill.
Jake Wilder though.
Jake.
What? Huh? What? Who said that? What happened?
Jake.
So next time on Survivor, Sage is pissed at Sophie. Weird, crazy.
Well, let's talk about that real quick. Yeah, next time on Survivor, Sage was pissed at Sophie. That's essentially all I got from Next Time on Survivor. Like everything else was
Well,
like,
we already talked about it. They
yeah,
talked to Blue Sophie and told her the thing. Yeah, we already talked about that.
yeah. So, I mean, we can talk about it. Is that a twist that you would be interested in seeing come back into play? Is the Cook Islands twist?
No.
So Cook Islands is the first season I ever watched, and it's my favorite season.
Do you want to hear? Do you
It's a
want to hear
great
something
season.
hilarious? During my binge, I literally said to my fiance, I said, "Baby, have they ever divided them up by race?" And this is before I knew that Cook Islands was coming. And she was like, I was probably on like season like 7 or 8, right? So she was like, no, like they wouldn't do that. That's unethical. Because like she didn't watch every season, but she watched a lot of seasons growing up, right? So like I think she missed that one. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, no, I don't think they would ever do that. That's just they wouldn't do that. And I was like, okay, let's go. And then Cook Islands comes, and I was like, I called it. Like I was like, it happened. So like I don't know. I think it was a cool twist. Would it happen in 2026? Probably not, but could it happen?
Probably not.
It could.
I think CBS learned from that they shouldn't do that again.
We got one of the community's most favorite winners of all time from the season, right? So
real
and we got
fast,
one of the biggest
myself,
characters of all time from that season, right?
You
And
get
Ozzy.
Parvati from that season.
You get Ozzy from
Yeah.
that season. You get Ozzy from that season.
You get so many people. You get Parv, you get Ozzy, you get Candace, you get Penner, you get Yule. You get all those people from that season.
Yeah.
That season was my first season that I ever watched. I didn't watch Survivor before then. The race, the cast, the season being broken up by race is why I watched it, because they were talking about it on Power 106 in LA. And I had no interest in watching Survivor before then. And they talked about it. I thought that was wild of an idea. And it brought me in, and I watched the show. Rome, one of the coolest things that I ever got to do was at your premiere party was getting to talk to Jenny Guzman extensively. That was one of the coolest moments of my personal life, was getting to talk to her and getting to talk to her about the show now, and then getting to talk to her about her experience watching the of then and how things were after she was on the show then. And how all of that played a factor in like her life shortly thereafter. Especially like how she voted and everything. That was crazy. And so it's controversial, but it was a pretty eye-opening thing. They cannot do it in today's climate, but Cook Islands is to me one of the best seasons ever.
I think they could do it in today's climate, exactly for that reason. I think they could.
I think a modern update that I've always wanted to see, the show Are You the One did it a couple years ago, was canceled the season after that. But I think they should redo Cook Islands, but instead of 4 different races, the 4 tribes should be lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. Should be the LGBT community entirely making up an entire season like they did on Are You the One, but they won't cancel the show this time. And that's how to do it for the modern world.
That would be interesting.
But they're never going to do that either. Not a CBS show.
Well, regardless, let's not get this this podcast canceled. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this thing
Doing
up.
my best.
All right. By the way, speaking of watch parties, if you guys, well, you definitely are. If speaking of watch parties, there is a Survivor finale watch party going down December 17th in Phoenix, Arizona. You guys can just Google Survivor 49 finale Phoenix, Arizona, and it'll pop up. The entire event will pop up. It's on Eventbrite. You guys can get tickets. It's going to be myself, Rupert, Philip Shepard, Venus Vafa, Johnny Fairplay, David Jelinski, Lauren Harp. It's going to be Tyree from The Challenge. It's going to be Derek Chavez from The Challenge, who was just on this season. That D was on. If you watched that, he's going to be in the building. We got Kim Matina, who was on Deal or No Deal Island with Boston Rob. She went head-to-head against him on that show. And then Alex Brazard from The Circle, season 4, is going to be in the building as well. So there's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be a good
I'll be there.
time. Yeah, Kevin's going to be there as well. It's going to be a lot of people in the building. Tickets are going fast, so make sure if you guys want to get your VIP tickets, you guys get them, because they are definitely going quick, and it is going down in literally
Can they play
18
Mafia?
days. Yes,
They can play.
yes.
They can play Mafia too, right?
Fun.
Yes, yes. You can have the opportunity to play Mafia with all of these people that are going to be in the building. So if you're watching the Traders Canada 3 right now, which if you aren't, please do go watch it. Please go watch it. It is absolutely amazing, and Venus is straight up crushing it right now. So if you want to play Traders with somebody that is currently on the Traders and crushing it, then yeah, you could be in the building because Venus is going to be there, and so it's going to be a good time. So yeah, shout out to everyone that's already planning on coming through. There's a lot of you guys that have reached out to me and stuff saying that you're excited, and whether you went to the last watch party or this is going to be your first one, we're planning on having a decent turnout for this one. So it's not in the middle of Kansas anymore. This one's in a big city. It's in Phoenix, so it's a lot easier to get to for a lot of people. So if you're thinking about coming, get your ticket now. Because space is limited. All right, so appreciate all you guys again. All right, and yeah, when it comes to you guys, man, is there anything you guys want to talk about, or are you guys ready to get out of here?
Yeah, if you want to listen to me talk shit some more about Survivor with my best friend since we were children, you can do that at the Compassionate Haters Survivor podcast, everywhere you get your podcasts.
You can catch me at For the Fans. Also, you can catch me at the Justice for Dean Thomas podcast if you like Harry Potter stuff. Listen to us there. That is all for us.
All right, so we said we were going to try to keep this to 60 minutes. That did not happen. All right, so this was a nice hour and 50-minute podcast. I appreciate everyone that listened all the way through to the end. If you had a flight from LA to Texas, you're welcome for getting you through that. If you had if you had a very long lunch break or a layover or something, you're welcome. But regardless, we'll try to keep the next one a little bit quicker. But there was a lot to break down this episode. It was a good one. So props to the players for giving us a lot to talk about. We appreciate you guys. It was a good one, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. All right, take it easy. Peace.